Selamlar dostlar, sevgili takipçiler. Bugün sizlerle birlikte Hogwarts maceramıza kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz efendim. Kendi sınıfının dışında Neti ile konuşacaktık. Videoya başlamadan önce hemen 2 saniyenizi ayırıp aşağıdan kanala abone olup videoyu beğenirseniz çok mutlu olurum dostlarım. Buyurun başlayalım bölümümüze. Bir önceki bölümde bir de şey öğrendim. Sebastian'ın korkuyor büyüsünü ilk başta istemiyorum diye reddetmiştik ya. Bu 2 kere daha bize görev devamında takip ediyormuş. Onlardan birinde de alırsa alabiliyormuşuz yani. Farz et ki hiçbirinde alamadık. Yani hiçbir zaman da elde edemiyormuşuz bu sefer de, bilginiz olsun.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards.
Evet. Şimdi kaleden ayrılmasına izin vermiyormuş da.
I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to
Bir aile
class.
problemi var
Perhaps
demek ki
your
burada.
friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now. Much to my mother's chagrin.
Kız şekil değiştirebiliyormuş demek ki, o yüzden çıkmasını istemiyor.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but mother is less enthusiastic
Dışarıda
about
avlarlar
it.
diye korkuyor büyük
She
ihtimal
says that
çocuğunu,
no
o yüzden.
creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
Doğru söylüyorsun.
She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your
Evet,
safety.
tabii canım, güvenliği için
It
endişeleniyor.
may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrok were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Neyse, öyle de doğru ya, o annesi endişeleniyormuş canım, ne yapalım şimdi. Kızım sen de azıcık şey ol. Yavrucuğum. Yapma evladım. Okey, şimdi nereye gidiyoruz? Şimdiki questimiz nedir? Bakalım görevlerde ne var? Ancraft'ta Sebastian ile buluş diyor. Sebastian ile buluşalım. Bu körküyor büyüsünü dikkatli seçmeliyiz, yani istediği zaman hani şey yapmalıyız. Bu sefer evet demezsek bir şansımız daha var, ama tekrar evet demezsek bu sefer hiçbir zaman şey yapamayacağız. Alamayız yani onu. Evet, tekrardan buraya Sebastian'ın yanına geldik.
You'll never believe
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else.
Ne buldun?
References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to
Allah
reverse
Allah,
dark
dur
magic
bakayım, belki
curses.
kardeşini
And you think this
iyileştirebiliriz.
relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic.
Tamam.
When I know more, I shall send an owl.
Tamam. Hadi bakalım.
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
İyi peki.
I'll decide what's for my
Aha.
own good.
Hadi bakalım.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Yapacak bir şey yok. Onlar.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Poor Anne and Sebastian.
That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I can't lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know.
Ne diyelim,
Would
o,
mean a lot.
o da ailesini kurtarmak için uğraşıyor ama belki bir umut bulurum diye. Bakalım questlerimize başka neler varmış. Gidip şeyle, Poppy ile konuşalım o zaman. Haritaya bakalım Poppy neredeymiş öncelikle. Buradan dünya haritasını seçip buradaymış. İşte şuradan uçabiliriz diye düşünüyorum. Şuradan gideriz yanına. Hadi bakalım. Şu ejderha hakkında bir de Poppy ile konuşalım. Burada da kara büyücüler geziyor, gördünüz mü bak. Aha da düştü oraya. Poppy neredesin? Hogsmeade misin? Dur kapının girişine geleyim o zaman. Madem Hogsmeade'desin. Ops.
glad you came.
Over here.
This is a
Evet.
change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Tamam.
That's a good
Kontrol
idea.
edelim bakalım.
We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Boş ver sen
If it's
karıştırma
all right
bakalım.
with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going.
Hadi gidelim.
I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your... And I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again.
Of course. Your owl mentioned...
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summer. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her, and you could retrieve something of mine in the process.
I'll try to go
Tamam.
and see her when I can.
Uğrarız canım.
It
Şey
would
değil.
mean that Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Tamam, onu da hallederiz. Onun dışında şöyle bir ana görevlere bakacağım. Tamam, şöyle bir Ahmet'in yanına giderim. Onunla konuşmamız gerekiyormuş. Ahmet nerede? Şeyde midir? Hogwarts'ta mısın? Dünya haritası. Hogwarts'tasın işte. Tamam, astronomi kulesindedir o ya. Ana görevle ilişkiliymiş o. O zaman ana görevden devam edelim. O zaten hep burada. Nereye gidiyor ki adam? Yıldızlar seyretmeyi seviyor.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well,
Biraz
I think he
olabilir, evet.
simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Serona's.
good to hear. Good to hear. If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok
gidelim.
is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So,
Revelio. Thank you for being willing.
you are very welcome.
Lord Gok.
Of course.
Ben aslında bunu alacaktım da. Şimdi haritadan dünya haritasına, oradan da maşallah da buraya, Allah'tan şurası yakında açmışız. Tamam, şuradan uçaraktan gideriz ya hemen.
Well, how marvelous.
Böyle madenin girişine doğru yolumuzu alalım. Okey, şuradan hatta şunu da açalım mı, gelmişken lazım olur diye.
A friend who
Evet.
speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together... Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified
O
receptacles
şeyin
crafted from goblin
kalesinin
metal.
altında gördüğümüz.
Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Bunlar bizim kurucular.
Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lord Gok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join
Neyse,
you
o
in
bu
the
değil de
mind.
şimdi dediğim gibi bu 5 kurucunun isimleri
And why
yazılı.
can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door.
Amit and I can do.
I will await your return.
Okey
I shall
Ahmet, biz
see you
gidelim.
soon.
Gel bakalım. Goblin madenine bir girelim.
The door is looking at us.
Ha, burada hatırladım burayı. Dur, bunda şunu kullanmamız gerekiyordu.
Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Kapı bizi görmeyecek, bu sayede biz de geçebileceğiz. Aynen, burayı hatırladım ya. Kapı bize bakıyor dediğinde hatırladım.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mind. It's even grander than I had expected.
Bakalım planlara neler varmış, neler yok.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Böylece asansörü
Impressive
mü
workmanship
çalıştırdı?
aside, it's the only way forward.
Buradan bizim bir kanıt bulmamız gerekiyormuş. Hadi bakalım.
I still can't believe we're in goblin mind.
Bu ne aşırı yaradı ha? Okey. Pekala.
I've read about minds like this. Seeing one is something else altogether.
Aha, burada birileri var valla.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Hop, yakaladım. Bunları yememem lazım ya.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through it safely, Amit. You have my word.
Accio.
We're being watched by a door.
Tekrar görünmemiz olmamız lazım.
You see.
Şu kapının şuradan geçeceğiz şimdi, sessiz sessiz. Yok yok, kimse yok, devam et. Hadi yallah.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A scheme? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
Bakalım bir şeyler var mı? Ne yaptın?
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Şimdi orayı yaptık. Az önce burada mıydık biz zaten? Okey. Okey. Altınları alalım hocam. Altın önemli. Buradan mı geldik zaten? Buradan geldik.
Revelio.
Buradan geçmiş miydik? Şu alttaki tünelden mi geldik?
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what?
Revelio.
There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Aha burada da birileri.
Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Defender. Confringo.
Rubber up boys coming back this way. Let's get this out. Let me go at once. You are my defender. It's impossible.
Leviosa.
Put me down. That it.
Depulso. Descendo.
Too slack.
Descendo. Protego. Leviosa. Glacier.
I won't.
Stupid. Leviosa. Glacier.
Me down. Kill spell glance off of me.
Arresto momentum. Leviosa.
Think you're clever, don't you? You won't stop me.
Ama ben fightlarda çok konuşamıyorum ya, acayip, çünkü şey istiyor.
Pity. Not quite.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Depulso. Accio.
Pekala, buraya kadar hallettik. Şimdi nereden geçeceğiz acaba? Şurayı mı açacağız yoksa? Ha.
Confringo. Depulso. Accio.
Şurayı açacağına inanıyorum ama evet. Doğru tahmin. Madem buradan böyle devam ediyor bakalım. Burada da bir sağlam bir fight'ımız var.
Accio. Protego. Stupid.
I won't rest. You won't get away with that.
Descendo.
Back this way. Why don't you come up here and fight? Are you quite finished? Childish.
Protego.
Stop it.
Stupid.
This is where you die. Let's get
Glacier. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Descendo. Accio. Stupid. Depulso.
What are you doing? What is this?
Descendo. Protego. Stupid.
Bak. Hop. Sen de şuradan yallah.
One less human to worry about. Why can't I hit you? I won't rest.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Nice.
I'll be quiet.
Hadi şu kapıdan da geçelim. Daha orada da işimiz var büyük bir ihtimal. Yok yok, kimse yok. Tamam.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Revelio. Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Hadi buradan çıkalım.
Confringo. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps. Accio.
Aa, asansör geldi, hadi. Şuradan arazi olalım.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Hadi gel gel Amit, gidelim. Hallettik görevimizi.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Hop, şuradan da madenden kaç. Planları bulduk şimdi. Olayı çözdük. Dur bakalım.
Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind...
Understood? I'll leave you to... Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without
Bakın,
further ado,
görüşürüz.
adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrok must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it.
Bu bizim Profesör Fig'in
She was
eşi.
certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrok's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrok was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrok murdered her?
Evet.
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrok, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrok never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrok learns of the location of that repository,
Evet.
I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrok knows. Watch for my owl.
Tamam. Bekleyeceğim reis. Bakalım diğer maceralarımızda neler olacak dostlarım. Şimdi şu güzel eşliğinde sizlere veda etmek durumundayım. Bir sonraki bölümde kaldığımız yerden devam ederiz efendim. Hoşça kalın, kendinize iyi bakın. Teşekkürler izlediğiniz için.